Sirens didn't completely wrap up its central characters' stories, but there are enough hints regarding their futures to make Season 2 unnecessary. The Netflix series follows Devon DeWitt, Meghann Fahy, as she makes it her mission to free her sister, Simone, Millie Alcock, from the bizarre influence of her boss, Michaela, Julianne Moore. Devon quickly began to suspect that Michaela was running a cult, and even became concerned that the woman had murdered Peter Kell's, Kevin Bacon, first wife, Jocelyn. However, nothing in Sirens was exactly as it seemed. It's ultimately revealed in Sirens' ending that Michaela was never the monster that Devon thought she was. The woman was, in truth, just as damaged as Devon and Simone, and was only guilty of making similarly self-destructive decisions. This came to a head when Michaela fired Simone after Peter kissed the girl, ultimately leading to the younger assistant turning on her former boss and best friend to usurp her place as Mrs. Kell. Michaela was sent packing, and Sirens came to a surprising close. Though a Sirens Season 2 could feasibly continue the story, we already know what the future holds. Simone will eventually move on from Peter's lifestyle. History will repeat itself. Simone at the ending of Sirens. It's evident from the story in Sirens that Peter Kell is a man simply living the same loop over and over again. When his kids neared adulthood, he went through a crisis over his own ticking clock and left his first wife, Jocelyn, for the younger Michaela. The pair tried to have another baby, something that would make Peter feel younger again, but they ultimately had no luck. While the couple lasted 13 years together, Peter eventually concluded that Michaela was a monster and blamed her for all his troubles. Then, he once again left his wife for a younger woman and admitted when he dismissed Michaela that he hoped to have another baby with Simone. History will go on repeating itself, since Peter's issues lie much deeper than his marriages. What's more, Sirens reveals that Simone herself is likely to move on from her life with Peter. Like Peter, Simone is a traumatized and deeply unhappy person. Devon repeatedly mentioned that Simone is always running from her problems, which is exactly what led the girl into Peter's arms despite the fact that she had only just chosen not to marry Ethan out of fear of losing herself. Simone's pain and unhappiness will inevitably find her again, and she will run. The big question is just how much Peter and Simone will tear one another apart in their desperation to run away. Regardless, this is the consequence they will both have to face for their respective choices. Simone will be even more vilified than Michaela at Cliff House. Peter's next wife is already at a disadvantage. Simone with a lint roller in Sirens. Simone's time in Peter's house is likely to be even shorter than Michaela's, since these two women started their journeys with Peter rather differently. When Peter and Michaela got married, she was vilified as the other woman, since Mr. Kell had left his wife for the younger, beautiful lawyer. Rumors got started that Michaela had murdered Jocelyn, but, as a stranger, the woman still started at square one when it came to the household staff. Things would be far worse for Simone since the staff at Cliff House hated her when she was only working as an assistant that as the lady of the house. Simone's popularity is sure to decline further. Not only is she the other woman, but Simone had been best friends with Michaela, and everyone knew it. They called her the mini Michaela, so they were very much aware of what a betrayal this was on Simone's part. The fact that Peter is the one who keeps leaving his wives will continue to be ignored, while Simone will be considered Monster 2.0. Eventually, this will become too much for Simone. As previously stated, she can only stay in one place for so long before she begins running from her past again. Devon will start to turn her life around in Buffalo after Sirens Season 1. Devon learned some tough lessons in Sirens. Meghann Fahy as Devon looking serious while sitting on a couch in Sirens. Devon has a brighter future following Sirens, though it still isn't quite perfect. Something that isn't mentioned in the Netflix series ending is that she will still likely have to go to court for her 2 DUIs. Whether she will face jail time is unclear, however. Her sobriety and newfound clarity regarding the support of her family will likely inspire a judge to go easy on her. So, jail or no jail, there are better days ahead for Devon. She made the choice to continue caring for her father, but rather than devote everything to the man, Devon plans to get a place of her own nearby. If Devon sticks to her plan, she should be able to create some healthy boundaries with her dad. She can provide him care while allowing the VA to extend benefits and care. Additionally, Michaela encouraged Devon to cash the $10,000 check she had given her earlier in Sirens, and Devon agreed. With that money, finding a place and help with Bruce should be much easier. Devon can even return to college and finish the degree she left behind to care for Simone. Overall, Devon learned in Sirens how to take pride in her choices to care for her family, so balance should be far easier to find. Michaela's next move is the biggest mystery after Sirens. Mrs. Kell is back at square one. Peter and Simone's respective histories make their future clear, and Devon shared at the end of Sirens what she expects to do going forward. However, Michaela is a far greater mystery. When asked, the woman stated she had no idea what to do next. Her prenup with Peter dictated that she would take nothing from their marriage. The Aviarian preserve would fall to Simone, and all Michaela's hard work would be swept away. She has to start over. Of course, Sirens makes it clear that Michaela was never just a trophy wife. She started her life in poverty and climbed to success long before she even met Peter. Michaela gave up her career as a lawyer when she got married, and it's unclear in Sirens whether she is still licensed to practice law all these years later. However, if she did the grind once before, she can do it again. Sure, a potential Siren Season 2 could answer the mystery of what will become of Michaela. It's really just not necessary, though. The existing 5 episodes taught us all we need to know about this woman.